reading the numbers in the garage. And then the two are going to go over this with a little bit of paint and just kind of color it in, said that really finishes the room wallpaper. So here's one mistake that I made, something here in the bathroom. I really wish I would have taken a before and after of it into white, and that'll also give me an opportunity to fix it. There's an official sign out at the driveway. Welcome to a very special series on Florida Girl Adventures. The next 4 days, I'm going to be doing some remodeling in the new homestead. If you've been watching my adventures, you guys saw that I just purchased a new home on about 6 acres of land, and the plan is to have this place painted and ready to surprise my family with on Sunday when my husband and daughter come up. So I've got to remove all of these little pieces of molding. I've got to do some spackling, and I'm going to bring you guys along for the adventure. So what we have here, we have 14-foot high ceilings, and one of my first jobs is to go around and caulk any of the gaps that I see, like that one. When I'm done with that, the next plan is to remove these molding strips. Well, I do know why. I know why they put these in mobile homes, but they're extremely, extremely unappealing. So I'm going to go ahead and remove those. This shouldn't actually be very hard to remove. I've pulled off a few of them just by hand. And so I'll remove that. I'll tape this. This will end up being painted our secondary color, our molding or edge color. And we're going to kind of clean these up because, as you can see, they're just kind of gross and dirty. Okay, so this is the refrigerator. Dot, get out of this room, babe. Right now, this side is the first side I've done, and I'm very pleased. It is bright, it is white, it is shiny. This was really gross looking, and now it is brand new looking. So we're going to start by showing you the front so you can have an idea of what it looks like beforehand. And this is it's just rust. It's not dirt, so you can't get it off. It's just in there. Along with some yellow discoloration. We've got yuckiness here. I mean, I've cleaned this as best as I could, but I just can't get it back to good. Oops. Oh my. If I'm lucky enough and I've got some paint left over, I'll take this outside and I'll hit this rack also and try to clean it up a bit. I didn't realize, I don't even think I've opened up the freezer, quite frankly. I didn't realize this looked like this, so I'm going to end up having to soak this down with some bleach and clean it up, but I'm going to use the paint to try to clean up this look here as well. This just looks so much better already, so I guess I should get my drinks out, because after, I'm not going to be able to get in there again. Dottie, you're going to stick to that drop cloth. Get out of here. You see, I have important food in there. Okay, well, ooh, there's another spot I can show you later. It's just worn. That's not dirty, it's just worn off. All right, so the plan is to take this ugly, rusty refrigerator and show you the real thing all cleaned up in just a little bit. Here's what I'm using. It's the Rust-Oleum product, and it is called Rust-Oleum Appliance Epoxy. Washable, moisture-resistant, smooth, factory-like finish. And I've done one side, and I feel like I've got a good half a can left. Kind of scared about doing the other side. Probably should have started with the most important part, the front. But I think we'll be okay. Ooh. Might even take this one outside and spray paint that black. That would look kind of nice like this one. I don't know. We'll see. Got to get to work now. So I'm going to step back. I'm kind of in the dining room. And I've gone ahead and I've removed the molding from here and here, yet leaving the corners because I think they need to be left like that. And I'm also going to leave the corners on the edges of that window. I've removed this strip here, and then I found, oh, I'm going to need to use a little bit more mud there than usual. And I think I'm going to take this strip out. It doesn't make any sense. I get this, but I don't get the other one. So let's see, when I move over here, yeah, kind of sort of same story. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave those there, though. This one is definitely coming because it's already on its way, like it or not. This one's on its way out, leaving the corner one, taking this one out, taking this one out. Gonna get these above, but leaving the corner as well. And it looks like here we've got one that's already working its way out, so it looks like it will also be a volunteer that will be leaving. And there are a few more over this way. So I'm going to remove these moldings, and then I'm going to start spackling. Okay, so continuing on with the living room adventure. And what I have done is removed that ugly old molding, which required me to come back and pound in these little nails here. And then the next task is to come back and to fill in all of these cracks. So as you can see, some of the cracks are a little bit more dramatic than some of the others. Some are just a little bit of patchwork. Uh-oh, what did I get myself into once again? So now, the easy part, I guess, is done. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the last couple of pieces. There's a couple more little pieces of molding up here. I'm going to go ahead and get those guys off and then start task number 2, which again is going to be filling in all of the little holes. Okay, so the last time I showed you what was going on, I was still in the stages of preparing, and the sun was still out. It was a few hours ago. So now what you're looking at, that's the blue tape around the perimeter on most of the molding. I did remove the side molding, and that bright strip that you can see right there represents where I've come through and I had to put in spackling, and then I have sanded the spackling. And if I turn around at this angle, you'll be able to see where I removed those molding lines. Here they lay in a pile over there, precariously waiting with their little nails up in the air, waiting for Dottereye to just step on one of them. Hopefully I have the good sense not to. Let me take you over here and show you that I've got most of the window outlined, most of it taped. I'm thinking I'll actually cut in with the brush up top. After I stopped taping, I started thinking, gee, I think I've done this before. And now I went to one of the back rooms that had the molding removed. I thought I should have left the molding in certain places like this corner. But when I went to the back room, I noticed that they had removed the molding. And I have used exactly half a bucket of spackle. Some of them were not so bad. Some required a lot of spackle. Some were tight, very, very tight, just like they should be, just a quick little spackle over top of the nail heads and whatnot. Other ones, there was a giant crack between where the two pieces of drywall met. And here's a good example of where there was a giant, I don't know, incline difference between the two. The molding hid that well. All right, there's the rest of the mess. Over there on the other side, I've got the molding removed from that wall. I have the molding removed from both of these walls. And again, I have them completely ready for me to start painting, hopefully tomorrow. I didn't realize it was going to be so much work getting all of the prep stuff ready. Actually, I could have saved myself a lot of work without removing that molding, but that stuff it's just something about it I hate that stuff. Lazy, that's what it is. This took a lot of work to get this stuff right. That molding stuff, this is drywall. I actually thought it would be some sort of a press board or something, but this is drywall on these walls, so it might as well have spackle on it. And now it does. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and tomorrow, if I ever wake up, you'll see what painting looks like. Florida Girls Homestead. Renovation Project with the very, very sleepy, very, very helpful Dot Dog.